Today we're going to be playing Geoguessr, but we have every single country in the world in the map. The purpose of this video is that we have no meta, we're just going to base purely off of landscape. I just did one test and I actually got the country right, which didn't have official coverage. Okay, the first round here. Okay, so we already have a flag here, which is a very interesting flag. It's the flag of North Korea. Will we be in North Korea here? That's going to be a very interesting start. Yeah, so for the rest we have like a construction site, or construction site, what am I even saying? Like a port. So I think we're just going to be, I don't know where like a port is. I don't really see any like near Pyongyang, maybe like here or something? Not sure, maybe like this part or something? We are actually facing kind of south, so I think this angle might work. It would be too crazy if we get a 5k though. Okay, it was all the way east. Yeah, but we were actually in North Korea, which is quite crazy. It also counts it as a street. Okay, next up we have... Ooh, I don't know. I think I've seen this architecture before in Geoguessr. I think this looks a lot like Andorra architecture, but I'm not super sure. I mean, we have like a very mountainous landscape, which makes sense here because it's in the middle of the Parc National des Pyrénées. Andorra is quite mountainous, otherwise it'd probably be like Italy or something. But I think it's a nice guess to send Andorra here. I'm just gonna do that, so let's just get it out of the way. And it wasn't actually in Andorra. I'm actually cooking up quite a bit here. Quite nice. Of course this country is also in regular Geoguessr, so I mean, me knowing the architecture is kind of a steal, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's continue on to the next round. Okay, yeah, this is already quite a lot more difficult. I mean, we have like some, again, very, very tall mountains here. First thought is like Peru here, if it would be original coverage. I think it's just going to be like Andes. This mountain range feels Andes to me. I think we're just going to send that. Let's see, I think I'm just going to send Peru here. I don't know, it could be like, it could be like the weirdest country on earth. We're just going to check. And it was actually in Chile. Okay, that's not even a bad guess. So I was actually right with my Andes there. It was just a bit further south. But yeah, I don't think that's a bad guess at all. I think we did that pretty nicely. I mean, the streak is gone, but hey, pretty nice. Ooh, very, very interesting round. We have very red soil here. Look like trees you'd find in like Australia. With the red soil, I think Western Australia kind of makes sense. I mean, like every single bit in Africa could work here. Maybe we just send something like that, just something crazy like a Zimbabwe or a Zambia or something. It just sounds so weird saying that. Like, let's just send Zimbabwe. Not gonna lie, like I think Australia is also still a possibility. I mean, they're kind of on the same latitude or altitude. One of the two. I'm gonna go for Zimbabwe here. And we were actually in Paraguay. I mean, still the same height, latitude. I have to know that, but I don't. But yeah, it was in the middle of Paraguay. I mean, red soil in Paraguay. I mean, like you would actually find that like near the panhandle. So I think that makes sense. Okay then, we are driving right. We have some white unblurred number plates. So that would suggest that it is unofficial coverage. I think it's actually all unofficial coverage, but I'm not too sure. Okay, we do definitely have a Asian looking person over here, so I'm going to assume it's going to be somewhere in Southeast Asia. Also with the vegetation, I think it makes a lot of sense. Driving right is interesting, so it's not going to be Thailand. So we're driving right, so it's going to be like Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, or like Philippines. I don't think it's China, because China would have a blue license plate, I think. Maybe I might be biased here, because I have a feeling that there are going to be a lot of countries that are not in regular Geoguessr. But we could send like a Myanmar here. I don't know if this is how a Myanmar plate looks. I mean, it's from a motor, so it might be completely different anyway. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think this is actually like a police officer giving like a fine to these people or something. Maybe they weren't wearing helmets, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna send here. Let's hope for the best. Ooh, it was actually in Vietnam. Yeah, interesting. I mean, logical, I think. It looked a bit like Cambodia as well. Okay, then. We are completely random. Yeah, kind of like desert, I think. So first thing that comes to mind here is somewhere in Africa. Like somewhere in northern Africa. Oh, that was a phone message I got. I'm not even sure of the continent. Like, this could just be like Saudi Arabia or something. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna send somewhere in Africa here. It's super flat. I'm just gonna do like Chad or something. Yeah, why not? It wasn't Egypt. Okay, pretty close. I mean, still got the vibe right. I don't think we've actually missed the continent yet. On to the next round, which is going to be in... Ooh, interesting. Rue Martin Luther King. I mean, Rue is French. Okay, anyways. We actually have a French sign here, I think. So Rue means road in French. It also seems like we have some kind of like just a French pole, I guess. And it looks very, yeah, I would say kind of like Amazonian, if that makes sense. So my first thought here was actually French Guiana, which is interesting. But I guess there are a lot of interesting things here. So we might just be in like a random town in French Guiana, maybe like this part or something. Yeah, I don't know what else it could be. Like, it could just be like a random French island. I think I'm just gonna send it here and hope for the best. Ooh, it was actually French Guiana. Well, that's actually kind of a cracked guess, not gonna lie. I mean, I should have sent a bit more north, but damn, that's actually a nice guess. Ooh, I think this is Chinese script. I don't think this is Taiwan. I think it's way too dry for Taiwan. I'm just gonna send somewhere here. I mean, it kind of feels like that Kazakhstan, right? Let's send it. If it's Japan, I'm gonna be pretty mad, but hey. Okay, it was just like completely middle plonk China. Interesting, we do seem to have like a kind of trident pole there. So first thing that comes to mind here, I don't know why, but this just feels a bit South African to me. Yeah, like what else? Like Mexico probably, or like US. But I think it looks a bit too poor for the US. I hope it's not US now. And that, yeah, Mexico could also make sense, but I just kind of associate this with South Africa. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna send and hope for the best. Ooh. Get the country right again. Nice. Country secret 3 again. It was actually South Africa, so my vibe was pretty right there. Damn, I'm actually cooking quite hard here. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult, I think. I mean, I can't read the sign. It just feels a bit more like US to me. I mean, the landscape for US makes sense here. Like, what else could this be? Like a Brazil or like a Chile? I mean, this house does also fit for US, I think. So we might just go for it. I'm not sure where in the US this is going to be. Like, I think we should just send it. If it's Canada, then it's Canada, but who cares? I'm just gonna try it. And this was the first terrible guess of the video. It was Uruguay. Yeah, I would have never guessed Uruguay there. Probably like a South Asia vibe. Doesn't seem like an Indian script. It kind of seems like, or it might not even be a script. I think it would be drier there. Oh, we actually have an ocean. I didn't see that. So we have Ocean West. I mean, going India here is not a bad guess, I think. I don't know the script. I don't know how Myanmar script looks. It looks very different. It looks very interesting. Yeah, I mean, what else? I think India is just like the safe guess here. Oh, yeah. What is this? Is this the Maldives? Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so it was the Maldives. Yeah, never in my life. Okay, next guess. Driving right, I had like a desert feel. So, off the bat, feeling more North Africa here. Like a Morocco or something, or like in Algeria. I think that's kind of the vibe it gives me. Could be like Middle East. We're just gonna send here. It was actually Mauritania. Okay, so yeah, again, neighboring country. Yeah, I mean, sorta, yes. Okay, it feels African. I mean, it doesn't help that we're like staring at a garden right now and at a road. Somewhere like Ghana or something? That's my first guess. Like Ghana or somewhere here. Yeah, I could be terribly wrong. Could be like Southern Europe or something completely different. I'm just gonna guess. It wasn't Zambia. Okay, I guess country, or not country, continent was right again. Okay then. Red soil. Houses feel more Asian to me. I mean, first thing that comes to mind here is like a Cambodia. Soil feels very red though. I don't know if you find, yeah, I don't know if you find that red soil in Vietnam. Probably somewhere, but yeah, as if I know. I don't know. I think just going Cambodia here makes a lot of sense. Like what else could it be? Like Brazil? I don't think it's Brazil. I think this is a weird script, so I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Cameroon, I completely misread that. Okay, yeah, that's an L. And then on to the last round of the video, Lithuania bollard. I'm not super sure. I think Lithuania makes sense. If it's like a troll Finland, or if I just completely tunnel vision on that bollard, then that kind of sucks. But I guess like the yield sign, I think Lithuania makes sense here. And I mean, it's super flat, super foresty, so a lot of forest. So yeah, I think Lithuania is just the guess here. Okay, it was Estonia. So I kind of threw with the bollard there and the yield sign, but hey, still pretty close, got the Baltic states right. So yeah, pretty nice. Anyways, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.